Welcome back, Nerd Squad. Since Punchline first made her brief debut appearance in Batman issue 89, many have been itching to know more about her. It's not every day that Joker gets himself a new constant and reliable partner. After all, the Joker has a bit of a track record of not working too well with others. But with his previous sidekick / partner and girlfriend, Harley Quinn, firmly maintaining her independence, thank goodness, this opened up an avenue for comic writers and artists to introduce a new lady into Joker's life. As to why they felt this was something super necessary, I'm not really so sure. Does Joker deserve a love interest? That's a question that is very much debatable. But regardless of thoughts on that matter, it seems Joker is at least getting a new female partner in crime and perhaps in love also. And today we'll be learning a little bit more about Joker's new, sort of silent partner as we count down the top 10 scary punchline facts. Be warned as well if you haven't read the Joker 80th anniversary special, as we will be chatting about Punchline's story from it, what comes at the end of a joke. And be sure to stick around to the end of this list where I will have some bonus content coming your way. Alright, let's get counting. Number 10, everyone's antithesis. Punchline was actually created to be the kind of opposite for a variety of different characters, all at once. When co-creator of her character, James Tynion, was coming up with the idea of what he wanted her to be, he realized he needed a villain that would stand out, someone he described as a great foil for Joker, a great foil for Batman, and who would be a great foil for Harley, who he also went on to say would have a big role in the upcoming Joker War story as well. So she's not just another Batman villain or just another henchman for Joker. She's meant to be someone completely different who can inspire something more horrific in the Joker while also playing a strong villain to Harley and Bats. Number 9, actions speak louder than words. While Harley is known for being loud and outspoken as a character, she says / blurts out pretty much any thought that crosses her mind, Punchline, it seems, is more likely to keep quiet and choose her words more wisely. Her first few appearances were brief, and during her appearance in Hell Arisen, she didn't even say a single word. During her origin story, however, revealed in Joker's 80th anniversary special, we got more insight into just what motivates Punchline. From there, she seems to have found her voice a bit more. But while she is now a little more outspoken in the comics, she is still much more reserved and calmer when it comes to her conversation style and reaction in comparison to her opposite, Harley Quinn. Number 8, chemistry skills. When it comes to Punchline, the more we get to know about her, the more I feel like I am also falling in love with her. She is not just a ruthless and skilled killer, she has a brilliant mind too, which probably just makes her more successful in her criminal field. She has displayed before that she could concoct her own version of a Joker Venom just from sifting through recipes on the internet. Making Joker Venom from scratch without the exact recipe isn't easy, even if you do get a little inside help. It's a complex formula, but Punchline manages to pull it off while still in college and make it look relatively easy. Number 7, inspired by Joker. Alexis, as we now know her, was actually attending Snyder College when she made her transition from student to full-fledged criminal, at least as far as we know. I wouldn't be surprised if she'd actually secretly had a criminal past since before her college days. So far it seems she was inspired though by the Joker after hearing of the news of an attack perpetrated by him on Gotham City, which resulted in the death of some civilians. It's possible that she could have been a fan of Joker's for much longer, but it seems this event is, at least in part, what triggered Alexis to try to find a way to connect with the Joker and offer to join him. Seeing in him the kindred spirit of chaos inspired Alexis to start killing herself. You know someone is bad news when their idol is the Joker. Number 6, not just another fangirl. While originally Joker thought Punchline might just be another fangirl vying for attention, she has gone to pretty great lengths to prove herself to him, not just killing one person, but multiple people. Before she and the Joker were officially allied, Punchline had already killed and experimented on homeless victims, who she thought would be the perfect for helping her to prepare for her first real kill. I'm not even sure if she would consider them noteworthy. She had to kill people just to kill someone, so that's pretty crazy. Number 5, who wins in a fight? In issue 92 of Batman, Harley Quinn and Punchline have finally come face to face and toe to toe, and we get to see them finally square off. Well, almost. The issue actually ends before we get to see them come to full blows, but they're definitely ready to duke it out. One of the more surprising facts that we learned about Punchline in this issue is that she definitely is not afraid of Harley, though maybe she should be. Punchline threatens to skin Harley alive and use her skin as part of a joke. And when Harley starts to swing her big hammer, Punchline does not back down. We'll have to wait to see if Punchline manages to actually skin Harley with her knives in the next issue. But although I think her confidence is somewhat intimidating, I think my money would still be on Harley for this battle. I personally wouldn't want to fight Harley with her giant hammer. Whew. Number 4, Killstagrams. During her origin story, Punchline seems to enjoy documenting her kill and the effects of her own batch of Joker venom by taking a video on her phone. Now, what this causes me to ponder is, what is Punchline's official kill count at this point? Has she just started killing more recently since testing out her Joker venom and coming into contact with the Joker, or was she killing possibly before this? And does she have more videos or photos on her phone that she keeps as mementos of all the murders she's committed? This definitely would help to ally her with the psychological and criminal classification of a serial killer, who often enjoy holding on to keepsakes from their crimes so that they can relive the exhilarating feeling they get from their kills. Number 3, Joker's girlfriend? So, while everyone has pretty much been calling Punchline Joker's girlfriend, including Catwoman, Punchline herself isn't really committing to this label just yet. Instead, Punchline has referred to herself as Joker's partner. Definitely in crime, and maybe in romance. We've seen the two hold hands, but that's kind of about it so far. I mean, she's only made, I think, 5 appearances. And it seems both Joker and Punchline admire one another, but that's about all I've seen. Granted, if she does end up considering herself his romantic partner, as the rest of the world has deemed her, how scary is that? How scary is it that after everything Joker did to Harley, he just went and got another girlfriend? I mean, I know both Punchline and Joker seem insane themselves, as Harley often also does too, but it's pretty insane of DC to give the Joker a new girlfriend after how his last relationship went down. Whew. I mean, like, everyone deserves love, but does everyone deserve love? Number 2, tricks up her sleeve. You can expect that the way Punchline deals with her enemies, and by extension her partner the Joker's enemies, would be much more violent than most of what Harley got up to. Harley isn't so much about the torture as she is about the quick kaboom. But it seems like Punchline herself is very much a fan of inflicting pain and torturing others, more in line with Joker's approach. In Hell Arisen issue number 3, Joker refers to a funny trick the Punchline does involving a rusty saw that he says leaves the boys in stitches, leaving us with the image of Punchline sawing her victims in half with a rusty blade, similar to the old stage magic trick, except this trick is just straight up pain and torture. It's a horrifying image. And if this is something that happened, it makes Punchline one of the most horror-inducing companions that the Joker has ever had. Number 1, her philosophy. So one of the things that is so terrible about Punchline, or so great about Punchline, is really how relatable her perspective is. She is a well-written character. Her ideals seem to line up in a lot of ways for what Joker preaches, the importance of chaos. And for her, she rebels because she idolizes the anarchists and agents of chaos who have come before her, those agents of chaos throughout history. The world to her is a mess and is full of BS and lies. Nothing feels sincere. Everyone is a slave to programming. She kills because she can. She kills to make her own world and to challenge the status quo, which is terrible because killing innocent people, but her perspective is also kind of relevant. And to her, the people she kills aren't innocent. They're sheep. Thank you so much for watching, Nerd Squad. I hope this list helped to give you some insight for those who have been out of the loop on the new character Punchline. Also, if you haven't checked out the Joker 80th Anniversary 100-page super spectacular yet, you really should check it out. It's got some great stories for you and some truly spectacular artwork throughout its pages. What are your first impressions of Punchline? Would you consider yourself a fan of hers? Or are you already kind of over her? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And speaking of comments, it's time to turn to some comments from one of our latest videos, Top 10 Hottest Supergirl Alternate Versions. Michael Reese comments, "Oh wow, I never knew about the Supergirl twins. That's another comic I have to track down. Thanks." You are welcome. It's actually a pretty intriguing series and is also quite short. So yeah, I would definitely recommend checking it out. George Whaley comments, "All I know about the character of Power Girl is that she is an all grown-up version of Supergirl from an extinct alternate DC universe that now resides in the main DC universe. She's a Kryptonian, the cousin of Superman, and both a character and person in her own right." Yeah, I mean, she's kind of like a completely separate character even from Supergirl. And sometimes she is Atlantean? Yeah, Power Girl is a somewhat confusing character if you go all the way back in her comic book history. But that does not make her any less great. And I'm not going to lie, I actually kind of enjoy confusing stories and weird retcons in comic book history. They're just so bizarre and fun. And that's all the time we have for comments today. Be sure to comment below for a chance to have your thoughts and feels shouted out in a future video. This has been Top 10 Nerd, and I'm your host, Amanda McKnight, reminding you to stay nerdy, YouTube.